And then Gussie, of course. Gussie was a very different kettle of fish. People often talk about musical style, you know, and the Sligo style or Donegal style. And I suppose it is true, or the Kerry style of ball polkas. But there was three lads living in the same house, and they all had different styles of playing. But they had similar tunes, but the way they played them were different. Gussie had his own way. You know, it was very staccato and punctuated music, and it's difficult to get him going. But when he got going, he was great fun. He was a bit shy. Micho was much more, you know, social, and Packie was just sort of, he'd be thinking about how to trick people and all that sort of stuff. He was a tricky character. You know, he'd be laughing up his sleeve sometimes. He told me once that barnacles had the cure for cancer, but I couldn't get any more than that out of him. I was wondering now what you do with them, but he was just smiling. You know, he'd throw something like that, he'd sort of hook you and then leave you, and he wouldn't tell you the full story. So, great company, all right. I especially remember one night that I met Micho, and there was an old man from Ennistimon and it was in a winter's night, very few people in the pub, and they started playing marches on whistles, all sea whistles, and I had a sea whistle, and we spent 3 hours playing marches. That was one of the nicest nights I've ever had down in the pub that time. Yeah, great memories. I think I told you the story about Michael Cody, when Michael Cody met him. And Michael was playing in a dance band in Lisdoonvarna, and he walked down to Doolin just to get a break from Lisdoonvarna, from the spa, the madness in the spa, and he was at McDermott's pub, and there was this man sitting up at the counter, and he looked down, and Michael sat up and ordered a drink, and he hadn't said anything to him, and he just looked at him, and, young man, he said, have you ever seen a man playing a violin with a swan's feather? And Michael was completely puzzled by that, but it was the hook that caught Michael and Packie were favourite friends for all their life as a result of that one sentence, I think. He talked in poetry, sort of. I had no idea where he would be getting but he was definitely avid for information and knowledge. I suppose libraries, so maybe he was getting books from libraries. I just don't know. But he definitely had a hunger for learning. So Packie would have been somebody like very intelligent. And I think that came out in his music, in the playfulness of his music. It was a big loss. He died young.